In this video, I'm gonna show you 20 fully cooperative games to play with your friends. However, these aren't the ones everyone knows like Call of Duty. I'm sure you'll come away from this video with 3 or even 5 different games in mind, whether it's an RPG or even a game similar to Call of Duty Zombies. So go ahead and hit that like button and come with me. BLACKMOOR 2. This is a very interesting and little known beat 'em up game for Android. The game has its own story, but honestly, I don't know much about it. You have various types of characters to choose from, like Gladius, the warrior, or Geax, the assassin. You can play entirely solo, completing all missions in offline mode. However, you can also enjoy a PvP match with your friend using your characters, or you can both go into adventure mode to try to beat the game together. This game is literally that old school cooperative game format that barely exists anymore. Timeless Raid, another game where you can play both PvP and PvE. To start, you need to create your character. The game mixes survival elements with a battle royale twist, so you can play against other players in a fully PvP format or with your friends in a cooperative survival mode to kill zombies. The cool part is that the game gives you a lot of freedom in cooperative mode. You need to enter houses and gather supplies, kill zombies, and at the same time make it to extraction to survive in this hostile world. Rift Busters. This game is somewhat similar to Timeless Raid but with a more futuristic setting, and it is essential to play with your friends. The game has a lobby where all players gather, so you and more than 3 people need to join matches to start the game. The main objective is to survive the waves with your friends. The game features a roguelike system where you level up your character within the game by killing enemies and collecting their EXP. However, there will come a time when you die and return to the lobby, which is the moment to upgrade and permanently improve your character. Dan the Man. I know a lot of people are familiar with this game since it's been active on Android for over 10 years. However, what many people don't know is that it recently got a multiplayer, or better yet, a cooperative version. The game works the same way as before but now has more characters. So you choose your character, your friend chooses another, and you need to beat a policeman in a different 2D beat 'em up mode. I love this game even before it became cooperative, and now that it is cooperative, it's even better. MERX. If you enjoy third-person shooter games that are entirely PvP, then you found a great game. This is an entirely online game with no story. You download it, create an account, and jump into PvP to kill everyone. The game features 4v4 battles with characters who have different weapons, which greatly diversifies the combat gameplay. However, the main objective is to kill everyone. I like this game because it's very simple to play. All the characters are interesting, the maps are very intuitive, and if you give it to a 5-year-old to play, they'll probably know what to do. The real challenge is getting teammates who know how to play well. REZIEL Rebirth. This game resembles an MMORPG, but believe me, it is entirely an online cooperative RPG. The game has several classes for you to choose from at the beginning, and all of them are equally important, like the mage or archer, for example. After choosing, the game places you in a lobby with other players. The main objective is to enter dungeons and make it to the end. If you caught on, it's quite similar to Diablo Immortal, even in the style of its dungeons and character abilities. The progression system is well designed, and unlike Diablo Immortal, it doesn't have endless loot boxes, so we can consider it a bit better. VORAZ. If you're into cooperative survival games, this one will be perfect for you. VORAZ is a game where the main objective is to survive and complete small tasks given by the game. It features various maps for different missions, some of which you need to complete in solo mode, while others can be done in cooperative mode with up to 3 people. What caught my attention is that every match starts with you having nothing and you need to explore and complete the mission, adding a level of difficulty to the game. The game is well made with numerous features and is not just another survival game. The Last Dungeon. If you enjoy roguelike games and are looking for one to play with your friend in cooperative mode, this simple yet fun game will satisfy you. I don't have much to say about this game. It's one of those super simple roguelikes that can be very addictive. You control a character, move across tiles, and need to kill enemies and level up. The main difference in this game is that you can invite your friends to join the same game and see how far you can advance together in the roguelike, but isn't that the essence of a roguelike, or am I wrong? GUNBOUND Mobile. I used to spend hours playing GUNBOUND with my friends in the past. Those were good times, right? If you've never played or seen GUNBOUND, you're probably missing out. The game is a turn-based RPG, but in a car format with a completely different gameplay style. The objective is to destroy your opponent's cars by aiming and shooting at them accurately. There are various types of cars, like ones that spread shots, ones that pull shots closer, and even cars that shoot underground, among others. In this game, matches can go up to 4-4-4, or you can have a 1-1-1 match with your friend if you prefer. I recommend GUNBOUND Mobile, but DD Tank also works similarly if you're interested. Cooking Battle, you've probably heard of Overcooked, that game where you cook things with your friend, right? On Android, we have Cooking Battle. The objective of the game is simple yet complicated at the same time. You and your friend form a team and need to deliver more dishes than the other team. However, as we know, this can lead to widespread confusion between you and your friend. Simple tasks like passing the potato sauce can become the most fun and stressful thing of your day. If you find it easy to cook with your friend, and if your opponents are easy, you can still play ranked mode or other modes that can make your life a lot harder.
Ready? Cook!
Recurrence. At first glance, you might think this is just a regular FPS, right? However, Recurrence is one of the most tactical FPS games you'll find on Android. The story can be a bit complex, but ultimately it's just a game. You play as a specialized SWAT or FBI team dealing with various missions involving terrorists invading different locations. Your main objective is to enter these locations, rescue hostages, eliminate threats, and ultimately defuse armed bombs. The game features complex commands such as ordering NPCs to move, arresting criminals with handcuffs, or if necessary, engaging in lethal force. I was pleasantly surprised by Recurrence because it's not another game where everything is overly fantastical and you just have to shoot everything in sight. Instead, it focuses on realistic objectives akin to what a specialized law enforcement team would do. Mobile Zombie Survival. In this style of game where you're trapped in a location and need to kill zombies coming at you, it's indeed one of the best. In Mobile Zombie Survival, that's exactly what you do. Repair fences, earn money to get better weapons from chests, and survive. Like many zombie survival games, you can team up with friends in matches for up to 4 people. While some build the base with fences and supplies, others fend off zombies coming from all directions. The game isn't just about killing zombies as you see them, it involves strategic elements like base building and resource management. However, it's crucial to remember that the primary objective remains surviving the zombie onslaught. T3 Arena, without a doubt, this game can be considered the Overwatch of mobile gaming. T3 Arena is a 3x3 or 5x5 shooter where you can play against your friends or assemble teams and clans to compete against others. There are various characters to choose from, such as the rocker who uses a pistol and can stick enemies to the ground, the giant robot with a massive shield, or the girl who heals everyone just by being nearby. The game is quite comprehensive with regular updates and new characters. It's likely one of the closest things to a successful Android game that could thrive in the near future, especially since it's still very new.
Kill.
FARLIGHT 84.
Reloading as fast as I can. Hey! I got ambushed!
I know many people enjoy Battle Royale games. It's undoubtedly the genre of the moment, but FARLIGHT 84 is different from anything you've seen and promises a lot of innovation. To start, the game features different characters with unique abilities, though nothing too overpowering or unbalanced, just abilities that can help you strategically. The futuristic world is quite interesting with flying cars and even cars that transform into Transformers. The game supports full crossplay between PC and Android and has received positive reviews so far on both Steam and the Play Store. It can be considered a good Battle Royale choice if you're looking to escape the usual and obvious ones that are so common on Android. Feral Frontier. When we typically think of roguelike games, we often imagine pixel art and a top-down camera view, right? However, Feral Frontier breaks that mold by being a 3D roguelike that feels more like a shooter. Feral Frontier is a cooperative roguelike game that can be downloaded for free on the Play Store. The game doesn't stray too far from traditional roguelikes. You enter dungeons, defeat enemies, collect EXP to upgrade your weapons or shooting style. The major difference lies in its 3D gameplay, which sets it apart from other roguelikes. You can also invite your friends to see how long you can survive together. It's a great game, especially considering it's completely free to play. Elemental World, many people aren't familiar with this game, and few who know about it realize you can play Coop with your friend. It's an intriguing roguelike where the powers are elemental and you can combine them. For example, combining fire and water creates steam, while water and earth can create mud. You mix and match these elements to defeat all the monsters. You can invite your friend to either a 1v1 PvP match or team up in a cooperative mode where you both try to survive together. However, the cooperative mode supports only 2 players at a time. It's a unique game that offers elemental mechanics and cooperative gameplay that many might not know about. ASTRA Knights of VEDA, I would consider this game more of an online RPG than an MMORPG. Despite its MMORPG elements, I enjoy its stylized and caricatured graphics where characters appear humanoid. ASTRA Knights of VEDA is an online RPG from 2024 featuring gacha, daily logins, and other typical features. If you choose to play single player, you can control up to 3 characters of your choice in engaging battles. However, the cooperative mode for missions and item gathering is where the game shines. Similar to games like Genshin Impact, cooperative play with friends is almost essential for certain aspects of the game. Project Breach 2. This game is somewhat similar to Recurrence as we discussed earlier, but it offers several different modes. One of the most popular modes in Project Breach 2 is the Extraction mode, where you and 2 other players appear in a helicopter with the objective of entering a location, rescuing hostages, and eliminating all criminals. The game is tactical but slightly less so than Recurrence. In addition to Extraction, Project Breach 2 features other rooms and gameplay modes. One notable mode is the famous PvP mode, where you can engage in combat against other players. This variety in gameplay modes adds depth and excitement to the overall experience of the game. I hope I've shown you a really good game for you to call all your friends and play in cooperative mode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more content like this. See you in the next video. Bye.